9/30/2022. Alrighty. Things are getting a little better still. I really like it. Lots of strange sensations, lots of muscles all over the place coming up. Nobody's immune. Left side, right side, left side face, right side face. Oh man, left side neck, right side neck, back, arms, legs. Ooh, muscle spasms and cramps, and so they're shooting burns, but they're not like they used to be. Still got a lot of burn sensation in the back and top of my skull, and that one little area there that's over in the middle now. Things are trying to heal up now. Nerves, when they heal up, they just burn. That's all there is to it. Touch them. Don't touch them. If you wiggle across them and they're still inflamed, yeah. I expect to get a lot more relief off of my nerves. I'm not sure how bad my brain damage is, but I am down into the carpal tunnel area. This thing's been moving a mile a minute ever since I unlocked my C2, my axis off my Atlas. My axis was hung up on my Atlas in that joint, and it was compressed on one side or something, and it's kind of like welded together, grown together. But yeah, it broke loose, and then we had C-3 go in, so that was a week worth of fun. Now we're at C-3, C-4, C-5. We're pushing all the way up into my arms, getting lots of weird sensations down my shoulders and in the back of my arm, especially on the left side. My piloerection. Yeah, it actually looks like I'm getting some fade on it. My lesion line's not near as dark. Still have some little bit of red discoloration around my knees. Sometimes it kind of comes and goes a little bit, but yeah. Over here, of course, I got what they commonly refer to. I'm not sure how to get it where you can see it. It's not on that side, it's on this side. There it is. Let me get over here. Get my collarbone. But yeah, that piloerection, had that for 22 and a half. That was after this stuff come on, after I had my second seizure cycle. It was a really rough seizure cycle and stuff. And got through that one, but I'm still hung up. My Atlas was still hung up. I think that was probably something around C-4, C-5, maybe C-3, something moved. And then I got hit again, and that caused my second seizure cycle. And of course, unlocking my Atlas brought on my third seizure cycle, which I survived it. Just like, and probably that one was my easiest one. That one I had some issues with it. Doing not a normal seizure cycle. You think your seizure cycles will be way rough if you don't get in all the way. Because, seizure cycles, they don't like to end until they get what they want. And if they don't charge the battery and get what they want, well, you just keep on having seizures. So, but anyway, like I said, I know we're in the C5 area by now because it's moved. It's not near as sensitive, except for when it moves. Of course, you get all the reaction of the shift, which is still relocation sickness. It's just a lot milder, but it brings on a pretty stiff headache and some pretty sore attacks on certain muscles groups and whatever, and things be firing up. I mean, I got things firing up on the right side that I know it was out on my right side. I knocked it back in with this shoulder head thing. You want to get that shoulder, you want to take that head and smack that shoulder on your neck right there. And then your joint's locked up. I can make it where it's at. Your joint's locked up. Mine was. My skull was sitting. It's hard to do it upside down. My skull was sitting on my C2. I needed mine backwards, Chris. It's upside down too. Alright, this is supposed to be opposite, so it's really hard to do it upside down on the camera. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay, this is my C2 my C1 Atlas on the bottom, and this is my skull. Now, my atlas should be inside the skull right there. Hard to get the angle. Okay, but my atlas was hung up like that. So when you hit your atlas with your neck, or you throw your neck at your skull and drive your shoulder into your atlas, and your head, and you're slinging your head the other way, when your shoulder hits your atlas and your axis, it's going to want to smack it back. Oh, wrong way. It's going to smack it back in. So it's going to go over and down. It's really hard this close to the camera. And that's how I got the second part in. Then I unlocked the third one, the axis and the atlas. And then we popped in C-3. And that one made me pretty sick. About 4 or 5 days, real sick. And now we popped back. There's more of them moving down lower. And the sickness is still there as they go. But it's going to run out sooner or later. I don't know what's going to happen if it gets down into my back. I guess we're going to find out. But I think once I get out of my neck, I'm going to be out of anything but minor stuff. And my health should start really rapidly improving. But yeah, if this stuff right here goes away and my muscles grow back, start growing back, because I got a lot of muscle degradation. It's a lot. My thighs, I can't hardly walk very far because they're so degraded that when I actually can feel good and start walking a little bit, they got a maintainability of probably still only about 150, 200 yards. And then they come back and they're sore. I get up in the morning, they're sore from actually doing a little bit of walking and a little bit of work. Kind of cool. But the pain's the pain's still no fun. It never has been. Anyway, God bless from Blanchard, USA. I hope I'm looking better on the video, but yeah, I'm not near as red. A lot of my discoloration's still there, but I can't even hardly feel them. Man, before I could just rub my finger, you could feel them all. They're like all these little bumps. Boy, if those go away, I just don't know what to think about that, because a lot of doctors say, oh, you just got a rash. Really, you got lupus or something. So anyway, out of here from Blanchard, USA. Later.